Hello and welcome everybody to another Edge of Eternities draft video. I'm Paul Cheon, and man, it is good to finally be on a bit of a winning streak. We are now sitting at rank number 35. Man, it just feels good to be into double digits again, and hopefully we can continue our winning ways in this draft. Now, before we hop into this draft, I just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Edge of Eternities, or you want some singles to round out your constructed decks, check out TCGplayer.com. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to HeavyPlay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. If you need deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, all with top-notch quality, HeavyPlay.com is the place to go. They're also at basically every Magic the Gathering convention. If you swing by the booth, tell them Paul sent you for 10% off in person. Also, if you shop online, you go to HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. All right, here we go. Pack one, pick one. What do we got? Ooh, a Sunstar Chaplain. Well, this card's fantastic. 2 mana for a 3/2 at the beginning of your end step. If you control 2 or more tapped creatures, you get a +1/+1 counter. Also, 2, remove a counter from a creature you control, tap target artifact or creature. So this card is definitely the best card in the pack. The next best card in the pack is probably Servandum the Lucent. This card is extremely powerful, but it's like, would I rather take a monocolored bomb or a 2-colored bomb, right? It's just pretty easy. Pack one, pick one. I've been having a decent amount of success with white aggro decks, but I think Servandum is excellent and one of the primary reasons to move into black-white. Edge Rover is very solid uncommon. Focus Fire is probably the best of the commons here, and then Specimen Freighter is maybe the other consideration, but I do think it is definitely behind a lot of these other cards, and I'm not a big fan of the Field Crusher, but let's take a Sunstar Chaplain here and move on. Ho-ho! All right, we got some power here. Nothing at common. I mean, Pinnacle Killship is fine, but this is better in like a rampy deck, whereas, you know, a deck with Sunstar Chaplain typically wants to be aggressive. So here's the question. Do I want Dubious Delicacy or Glacier Godmaw? I actually think it's the Dubious Delicacy. I think they're both really good. This is a very, very expensive card. And the Delicacy I've been really impressed by. Just like, it's a nice removal spell, but you can also use this to burn your opponent out too, which is very, very relevant in a black-white shell. So I think I'm going to take that here. Like, if the next person took Servandum, like, they're just going to take the Dubious Delicacy. I don't know. I think it's actually kind of close, but I'm going to try to keep a lower mana curve here and see where this goes. Green, also when it's close, like green typically tends to be a more overdrafted color. So as a result, I tend to lean towards other colors if it's close. And if you just look at sheer win rate between the two, it's actually very close. It's closer than you might think. Here, I think I'm going to take a Timeline color. I've actually been fairly impressed with this card. If you have anything to sacrifice, it's really nice. And also, it just always comes back. So this is a card that I undervalued at first, but I do think is quite nice. Let's go ahead and take that here. Okay, well, I mean, black and white are certainly the colors that seem to be open here. All Fate Stalker is premium. But white is grossly underdrafted from what I've seen. Everybody likes drafting the sweet green lander decks. And a lot of people also like drafting the control decks. Recently, Court of Calls has been advocating for various Grixis control shells. And as a result, I think white has been more open than ever. And I think white is still a totally fine color and extremely undervalued. But this was a really good pack. There's a Pinnacle Killship, a Plasma Bolt, Moxite Hullcarver. This is actually a pack where literally every card in this pack is playable, which is extremely rare from what I've seen. All right, pack one, pick 5, Banishing Light. Yeah, white is absolutely where we need to be. Hopefully, my hope is that we passed the Servandum, but after that, I'm hoping that the person that I was passing to took the Glacier Godmaw and then pivoted out and, you know, is basically not going to be in black-white here. But I don't like Sothera. I think this card is okay, but Banishing Light is more consistently good and an excellent removal spell. And this is a good start. We have 2 solid 2-drops and then 3 removal spells, 1 which doubles as a creature, and now we picked up an Honored Knight Captain. This is looking excellent, and this is odd. I mean, we're actually seeing packs with lots of playable commons. We have Honored Knight Captain, Mechan Navigator, Biosynthetic Burst, Perigee Beckoner, pack 1, pick 6. That's pretty crazy. And I do like the Beckoner, but I think I like the Honored Knight Captain a little more. Black-White cares a little bit, cares about kind of going wide, and this is just a really solid 2-drop. Knight Luminary, I mean, this is Knight Luminary and Banishing Light, and this one in particular is the one that goes really late when it shouldn't. It's an incredible card. It performs very, very well, and when you see this card, pack 1, pick 7, it is definitely an indication that white is open. That is a pretty late Gene Pollinator, we'll note, and perhaps black is drying up, I don't know. We did see the late timeline color though, but I think one thing is for sure is we 100% want to be white. Our second color is a little bit more up in the air. This is kind of a weak pack. There's Exosuit Savior, which, I mean, I don't think I want to go blue-white. I'm just going to take the white card here. I mean, I could have taken a Thawbringer too. That would have been a reasonable consideration, but we'll note that this does work very well with Dubious Delicacy. So I'm speculating there, even though I don't really love it. I don't like Swarm color, so I don't know that I want to take that. I guess I'll take the Freighter here, just because there's nothing in that pack. Here, there's a Decode Transmissions and a Weftblade Enhancer. I think more likely going to want to be a Weftblade Enhancer deck, so let's take that. There's a Starport Security here. If I do end up with enough ways to get +1/+1 counters on things, it's certainly a fine playable card. And, you know, honestly, after the Dubious Delicacy, like, we didn't see any Virus Beetles, Embrace Oblivions, Grav Kills, Depressurizes, and we saw some blue. So, you know, fortunately, we picked up a bunch of good solid white cards. But, yeah, I mean, Cryo Shatter with 2 cards left could certainly be a sign here. So, happy to consider moving over to that direction. Hopefully we can pick up some of the good blue-white signpost cards. We'll see. What is this? Deserted Temple. Okay, that's not a card that I want. Well, we opened a pack with no white cards, which is very sad. This is a card that basically exiles all my things. I don't really love Scrounge for Eternity. I don't really care for a second Specimen Freighter. I mean, Holly is by far the best card in this pack. I'm just going to take it and just see where this goes. Just like, there was just nothing for us in that pack. Pack 2, pick 2, we have the choice between Grav Pack Monoist and Wedgelight Rammer. This one's interesting because I don't know that black was open. So Wedgelight Rammer is a safer card to take. And I have the Sunstar Chaplain. So I do think the Grav Pack Monoist is maybe a little bit better. But given that I'm not sure on my second color, I'm just going to take the white card here, because I know this is going to make my deck and be a solid addition to any white deck that I play. Now we have the choice between Pulsar Squadron Ace and Focus Fire. There's also Mouth of the Storm if I wanted to go blue-white, I suppose. But I think I'd rather just keep taking white cards here. I mean, I like Focus Fire. I just think the Pulsar Squadron Ace is harder to replace and just acts as another very, very solid 2-mana play for this deck. All right. Ooh, that's a Codecracker Hound. Okay. I mean, there's nothing in white that I care too much about. Like Radiant Strike, Lux Knight Breacher, Emergency Eject is whatever. This is premium, one of Blue's best uncommons, if not Blue's best uncommon. Black didn't seem very open, so I think I'm going to take the Codecracker Hound here. And, you know, real shot that we end up in a blue-white deck here, just based on what we've seen. Like, I don't mind playing one Specimen Freighter at the top end of my curve, especially if you're aggressive. Like, this is a fine top-end way to get some tempo back. So, let's see. I mean, hopefully we continue seeing more blue cards. We are a little bit light on interaction. There is a Lost in Space. This does not feel like a Survey Mechan deck. You really want to have, like, a green-based deck or a red-based deck with landers and be 3 colors. So, for me, it's between Wormwall Sweeper and Lost in Space. You know what? Let's take the more aggressive card. Lost in Space is just kind of clunky and expensive. I'm gonna take the Sweeper here. It also works pretty well with the Pulsar Squadron Ace, and you know, having some number of spacecrafts certainly works really well with something like a Sunstar Chaplain in your deck, and also makes the Pulsar Squadron Ace better, right? Just to have, like, if I have 3 to 4 spacecrafts, that's pretty nice. It's a late Wandering Fumarole. There is another Halia. This does not feel like it's going to be a good Mech and Shieldmate deck, so I don't think I want to take that. So I think it's either Speculate on Halia, and this is certainly not an Endstone deck. All right, I'll take the Halia. I mean, look, we can still potentially move over to green-white if that's on the table. Black is absolutely not open from either direction, so we'll just skip on that. And now we have the choice between Dockworker Drone and Cryo Shatter. And I'm going to actually just take Dockworker Drone here. I just want to make sure that I have just enough 2-mana creatures to play and curve out with all these spacecrafts. I do like Cryo Shatter. It's just these types of decks don't have that much room for like removal spells or whatever. So it's just more important to, like, I'm happier having too many creatures than too many removal spells, especially in a deck that's already has 3 spacecrafts that it's trying to play. All right, Ilvoy Operative, sure, over the Freighter. That's a late Plasma Bolt. I guess I'll take Squire's Lightblade, although I don't really like it. Pinnacle Killship is a cool one, but I don't know that I want to play that. Radiant Strike. If I need removal, I mean, these are all up in the air. And that is a last pick lost in space. Okay. Oh, God. Hey, that's a double spell payoff if I've seen one. Cosmo Grand Zenith. Okay. All right. I think we are going to lock into whatever this is right now. Some kind of blue-white deck. You know, nothing too crazy. 10 creatures, bunch of spacecraft, some removal. Do I have a legendary creature? There's a Seriema in this pack, and there's also a Gigastorm Titan. Is this a legend? No. Oh, that's unfortunate. If I don't have a legend, do I take it? You know, I actually think I have too many spacecrafts. If I had a Servandum or any other legend, and I don't think there's too many good blue-white legends, I think Gigastorm Titan will play out quite well in this type of deck. So let's go ahead and take that here. I just want more creatures, and I just think this is going to be a nice beefy body for my deck. Whereas the Seriema, like with no legends, it's just okay. Well, like I said, white is super duper open. Getting an Exalted Sunborn third pick is ridiculous. 4/5 lifelinker if you make a token. I mean, look, it's just a 4/5 lifelinker, right? And then anything else you get beyond that is just a bonus. Focus Fire is also good, but I'm going to take the big lifelinking flyer. Do I have any ways to make tokens, by the way? I have a Wedgelight Rammer. Oh, and the Cosmic Grand Zenith. And the Honored Knight Captain. Okay. All right, we do. Here we're pretty easy honor here. We have a couple of double spell things. This is a 1-mana card. Very, very happy picking up the honor in this pack. Put all these cards, like the maybe cards here on the right. Don't really care for another Specimen Freighter. For me, it's between Dual Sun Adepts or Lightstall Inquisitor. I mean, I'm just going to take the 1-drop just because I care so much about playing double spells. So let's take that. Ooh, Pulsar Squadron Ace. White is so unbelievably open here. So 6 2-drops, a Lightstall Inquisitor. Our creature count's I'm pretty happy with my creature count as well. So liking all of this. That is a late Arch Enemy's Charm. And there is a Selfcraft Mechan, which, you know, at this point, like, I'm kind of committed to blue, even though I'm not seeing that much blue. But it is what it is. And besides, this is triple black. I don't think I have enough cheap artifacts for the Selfcraft Mechan to even be good. So I don't think I'm going to play it, but I'm just taking it there. Here I'll take, I guess maybe I could have been red-white. That's a Plasma Bolt and a Hull Carver. But I'll take a Flight Deck Coordinator, I suppose. Let's kind of put that in the maybe pack. Ilvoy Operative is certainly fine. I already have a Starport Security, so I'm just going to take the Scout for Survivors, although I don't think I'm going to play it. Oh my gosh, Focus Fire. Like, this pack is actually nuts. 3 cards left, Focus Fire, Mechanizoa, and Germinating Worm. Very, very happy to pick up the Focus Fire. And another Ilvoy Operative. Okay, well, we have millions of creatures. All right, well, let's take a look at this deck. We can easily cut those. We have 3 spacecrafts to go with the double Pulsar Squadron Ace, so that's okay. Like I said, I don't think my artifact count is high enough, so I think I can cut the Selfcraft Mechan. Also, I just want to keep my, like, 4 mana cards. Like, I'm hoping Gigastorm Titan is going to be something that I play with 3 mana. I do have a bunch of Warp cards, which help with this. Granted, the Sunborn doesn't do that much with it. Certainly these 3 mana creatures I think can go. These are all kind of middle of the road type cards. Ilvoy Operative, I think in general is just going to be better. Like these are all, none of these are that spectacular anyways, right? And I just feel like the Operative has more upside. And the Exosuit Savior, I also don't know that it's good enough. I mean, we're on 16 creatures. Maybe I should look at some spells to cut here as well. All right, yeah, let's cut the Exosuit Savior. And then now I need to cut one more card. What's my interaction looking like? We have a Focus Fire, Cryo Shatter, Banishing Light, Radiant Strike, and Lost in Space. So that's 5. 15 creatures. Granted, Wedge Light Rammer is effectively a creature, 16. And then this basically gets turned into a creature in this type of deck as well. What's our curve looking like? It's pretty low other than the Specimen Freighter. This seems like a nice, you know, if my opponent mucks up the ground, like I can win with the Spacecraft. So having these actually seems pretty nice in this type of deck. And a good top-end way to just like bounce all their stuff too. One more card. I don't think I want to cut any of my... I suppose it's like, it can be Wormwall Sweeper or a 2-drop. I think given how aggressive this deck is, I think I can cut maybe Radiant Strike here. Lost in Space is a little bit more proactive. And yeah, this looks totally fine. I mean, blue was like medium open, not that open, but white certainly was. So hopefully those white cards can carry us to a trophy. All right, now before round 1 starts, just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying all of this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, I have a Patreon. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Special shout out to all the patrons here. Thank you so much for all your support. It truly means a lot. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to join an awesome community of folks also looking to up their limited game. I post monthly videos just for the Patreon and also monthly streams. I did post a video a few days ago. Let me know what you thought about that format. All right, 3 lands. Pulsar Squadron Ace turn 2. We have Codecracker Hound, Gigastorm. I mean, we got a lot of goodies here. Basically chose to keep all of my 2-drops so that I can lean into some of my multiple spells matters cards, right? I have like 3 Ilvoy Operatives plus Gigastorm Titan and the Cosmic Grand Zenith. All right. Dockworker Drone and Pulsar Squadron Ace from us. Alright. Starfighter Pilot from the opponent. Let's play Pulsar Squadron Ace. Oh, the Cosmic Grand Zenith! And 4 lands. I kind of wanted a land here. But oh well. So Gigastorm Titan, hopefully we can find land number 4. Dubious Delicacy. Alright, they are getting aggressive here. They got rid of a 3/3. Okay. Banishing Light. I think, I actually, you know me, I hate to not warp this, but I do think it's correct. Take a land. I just feel like if they're going to be so aggressive by playing a Dubious Delicacy and attacking me, I feel like I have enough going on in my hand where I just want to make sure that I don't get run over and put a blocker out there for the Starfighter Pilot. Okay. Graph Pack Monoist. Yeah, I mean, they are playing one way here. And one way only. Do I want a Knight Honored Captain or do I just want to play a Dockworker Drone? I kind of want to hold this for the Sunborn if I can afford it. So why don't we go Dockworker Drone and play Gigastorm Titan here. I feel like my opponent's a mono red player. Just like the oh, that's a really good combo. Just like the speed at which they're playing. All right, we did draw a white source here, which is very, very nice. I guess a Focus Fire here would be pretty bad, but... Okay. Let's put it there, and I'm just going to play it. Do I have any equipment? I didn't even look. I don't think I do. No, I did not see an auxiliary boosters. Would I have played one? I mean, usually if you do have one, you do play it. All right, so that is... Oh, yes! Wedge Light Rammer? Honored Knight Captain? Oh my gosh, this is absurd. Okay. And when they have this much mana, I think all you do is just turn this on. And I don't want to attack with this because of Radiant Strike. Although I guess they could Radiant Strike this too. Yep, they did have Radiant Strike. I mean, the way that I look at that is they didn't Radiant Strike my Exalted Sunborn, right? So. Let's get Monoist out of here. And beat down. I guess they could have another Radiant Strike. Okay, good for you. We did get a lot of value here. Hopefully we can find a spacecraft off the Pulsar Squadron Ace. We did. Oh, man. We are certainly doing it here. I guess a sweeper would be bad. I can even pick up Honored Knight Captain and my other token. Alright, Dubious Delicacy. Sure. I just felt like going wide is a little bit better. But anyways. Look, they actually had like... I mean, they got to play Dubious Delicacy twice and Radiant Strike, but we literally drew perfectly that game. Like, everything we wanted. We had the Sunborn, it didn't die. Then after that, we got to make 2 extra tokens. Like, that was incredible. I am so happy we were able to at least win convincingly once in that fashion. Despite our opponent actually having a solid draw with lots of interaction. Alright, opponent on the play here. Okay, this hand's looking pretty decent. This Ilvoy Operative can potentially be very strong if I can find some white mana. Oh, I guess I don't have to find white mana, never mind. Because next turn I can go turn 2 Dockworker Drone, and then play the Operative. And with red-black, like, I'm just gonna play the Drone. The reason why I'm playing a white 2-drop is this way next turn I can go Operative into Honor. And get that extra counter. Terrapack, you are not getting landers here. No, you can have a 4-3. Alright, so... let's play the Operative. Play a Plains. Play Honor on the Dockworker Drone. The way I look at it here is I'm the aggressor here. Or I want to be the aggressor. Like, even next turn I can play a double spell. And also, if they killed my Operative, I wouldn't really want to block with the Dockworker Drone anyways, until I have another creature in play, right? So, that's why I'm doing it this way. Now, if they just don't have a removal spell somehow in the red-black deck for my Operative, it's great for me. Because then I just go Sunstar Chaplain, Warp in the Night Luminary. Perigee Beckoner? Oh, is this an Embrace Oblivion on the Beckoner? I don't know. Okay, I'll take 6, I guess. This is Embrace Oblivion? What are they sacrificing? The Intimidator? Okay, sure. I mean, that was a good chunk of damage, I suppose. I'm actually going to just play the Night Luminary here. This gives me the highest chance of being able to get a trigger off the Sunstar Chaplain. And also, I think I'm going to be very interested in casting Banishing Light next turn. So this lets me play basically Banishing Light and Sunstar Chaplain next turn. We're giving out on basically the ability to play a 1/1. But had I went Sunstar Chaplain in to make a 1/1, next turn I would be able to play Banishing Light, but then nothing else to follow that up, right? So, and playing the Night Luminary also just gives me a really good blocker for the Intimidator, and it makes it so that it's really awkward for them to try to attack me, unless they try to use a removal spell on the Night Luminary, but if they do, then obviously I feel pretty good about my Sunstar Chaplain surviving. You don't have too much action left, but they did miss a land drop, I believe. Or did they? I don't remember. Who went first? Maybe I went first. I mean, you know they have a lot of options here. They are taking a very long time, and their best play was just a Comet Crawler, so I am happy about that, of course. And we drew Lost in Space. Okay. I mean, putting all my counters on a Dockworker drone seems pretty good. All right. So, I mean, clearly they have some kind of removal spell. The question, like, because they didn't play the Beckoner, so just like, I'm just trying to figure out what they can have here. I'm just going to do it like this. Oh! Wow. That's super strong. I suppose I could have put a counter on the Night Luminary. Wow. Well, I mean, that completely wrecked me. Yeah, I mean, that absolutely destroyed me. Wedge Light Rammer is okay. So many different sweeper / pyroclasm effects. I don't think Litho Breaking is a particularly strong card. But I can imagine certain decks wanting it. Exile is annoying, for sure. They have 2 cards. I mean, I'm attacking. I'm so far away from actually being able to turn this on, which is why I'm doing that. Alright, well, they're at 2 life. Gonna need some action now. Swarm Color, okay. Man, I guess I could have gone in... I don't know. I could have been a little more aggressive with my removal, but I just didn't consider the sweeper there, which was not great for me. Alright, well, back-to-back lands there, not ideal. Our opponent probably has more spells, so this is a... You know, it's gonna come down to top decks. Like, my advantage is my opponent's at a very low life total. Oh, that was about as good of a draw as you can get. Wow. Okay. Let's cast this with Warp. Exalted Sunborn. Whew. Can't attack yet. But that certainly got us back into the game. Codecracker Hound for the win. Okay. So now I have 2 flyers I can attack with, so that's lethal. They have a splashed Alpha Rail? What is happening? Okay. Well, we get to cast this Codecracker Hound as well for more value, so that's fantastic. They need to find an answer to one of these flyers. Additionally, I can also find a removal spell for the color, although noting that my removal isn't... I don't have that much removal, and I already used Cryo Shatter and Banishing Light and Lost in Space, so I don't have that much more. I'm actually trying to figure out what else I have a Focus Fire and a Specimen Freighter. But if I play the Codecracker Hound and I don't draw a land, then I won't be able to play the Specimen Freighter. Pulsar Squadron Ace into Specimen Freighter would also be nice. And this is why you take the Codecracker Hound. This thing is busted. Oh my gosh, what is their hand? They discarded Zuifit and Nebula Dragon. Oh, goodness. Let's play the Operative first. Play the Codecracker Hound. And we'll take the Specimen Freighter, and we don't want the land, and we don't have good attacks here, so we just pass. I mean, we still have 4 creatures in play to their 2. That was a very, very good turn for them. They probably have something else that helps stabilize them. Yep. Mouth of the Storm. Okay. I guess they're considering attacking with the Alpha Rail. Sure. You know, actually what's funny is, like, if I drew a land there, it wouldn't have been that bad. Alright. Let's go Operative. I don't want them to draw more cards here, but I will bounce the Swarm color. And the Codecracker Hound. Did I have lethal? I didn't, right? I was one. No, I didn't have lethal. All right. All my stuff is big again. What you got? Okay, my opponent conceded. I'm really glad there's a pause button. I'm just gonna say, I'm really glad. I think I paused like 5 minutes of that video. Okay, well, moving on, 2-0, and we are now rank Sweet 16. Okay, let's keep going. Do you think we can get to the single digits if we do really well? I'm not sure. I can tell you right now, if I go 0-3, we might end up in the triple digits, but I don't want that to happen. Let's continue our winning ways. We are drawing very well. Like, I thought we were done for there, and the Codecracker Hound just completely got us out of that game. Like, back into the game, rather. So clutch. Alright. Opponent on the play here. We have 3 lands and a bunch of random 2-drops we're gonna keep. Don't have, like, our quote-unquote best cards just yet, but that's what the top of the deck is for. Alright, let's keep this. Okay, our opponent mulliganed. Ooh, Codecracker Hound. There you go. It's one of our good cards. Blue-green. Let's play the Operative. Okay, Divert Disaster. That is okay. We are okay with that, obviously. Biomech Engineer, I am not okay with. That's, I am less okay with that one. This feels like a game that's gonna go longer. Well, let's see. Like, I feel like there's a lot of value in being able to play this twice, so let's warp this in. Next turn I can play 2 things to get some tempo back. I will take the Banishing Light, though. Like, as much as I want the island, like, they're gonna ramp into something big, and I think it's pretty important to get the, to have the removal spell available. And this is why you warp the Codecracker Hound, because later on, I can just play this turn 5, for example, for a land, although now I guess I don't have to. So they missed the land drop. I'm going to play this first to play around Divert Disaster. And play the Honored Knight Captain. I think that was better than just like warping in Knight Luminary and wait. I just feel like a card like the Chaplain, I don't know. I'm not like a huge fan of just like slow rolling it. It's like you play it, if they kill it, they kill it. And that's fine. It's a Starbreach Whale. I might want to just kill that with the Banishing Light. Like a 3/5 flyer is actually very problematic. And then just attack with the Chaplain and see if they're willing to take the trade. Ooh, Lightstall Inquisitor. I can also just play a Codecracker Hound here and play it a little bit slower and just wait. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Just because I do have the Specimen Freighter to bounce the whale. Let's take the island here. Alright. And no good attacks. So that's a Nanoform Sentinel. That is a Galactic Wayfarer. Okay. Now what do we do? I could just give them more landers and play the Freighter. Bouncing the whale. I think I'm just bouncing Codecracker Hound, honestly. Doesn't that just seem like way too good? Like, the value is just too good there. Okay. And let's see what they do. They have 7 lands now in play. I think I probably just want to Banishing Light the Biomech and Engineer and just play for a longer game. I think that's going to be good for me. Starbreach Whale, sure. They didn't want the Selfcraft mech in. Okay. Oh, Focus Fire as well. All right. So many options. I gotta think about it. I feel like I need to Banishing Light this more than anything else. So I am just going to start with that. Okay, and then now it's like, do they have a second Divert Disaster? I don't know. Unlikely, I would say. Whew. Which one do I want? I think I'd rather have the flyer, honestly, that surveils. I mean, I kind of want to save my Focus Fire as the thing. And then now I can attack safely with the Specimen Freighter. And also I have counters that I can remove with the Sunstar Chaplain as well. That is a Pinnacle kill ship. Specimen Freighter down. Yep. Alright. I mean, that certainly did a really good job of stabilizing the board. Let's play Codecracker Hound. Oh! Oh, that is rough! They're both so good! I don't know which one I want. That's insane. I think the All Fate Stalker actually has more value. Although, I guess I can make like a lot more tokens with this. I don't know. This is kind of close. I think I actually want the removal effect. That was extremely difficult. That was extremely difficult. So now, like, I can blink. I mean, I can do all kinds of stuff. The thing here is I don't want to All Fate Stalker the Pinnacle kill ship just because I think it's really important that I just straight up kill that thing. I mean, they're certainly getting a lot of value here. I mean, blinking the Codecracker Hound seems really good. Ho ho, okay. It's a big attack. Now I can tap the kill ship on combat step with the Sunstar Chaplain. So that's going to be something that I'm going to be looking to do. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. We have a land. Oh man. I'm at 11. Yep. Now what do I want to do? I definitely need to keep up Focus Fire. That much is certain. I mean, blinking the Codecracker Hound seems pretty good. Gives me another blocker. I'm at 11. I mean, at the same time, so is just like playing Knight Luminary and having more attackers. Okay. I'll take... Do I want the honor or the land? I'll take the honor, because it taps something down with the Sunstar Chaplain. Alright, what you got? 2 cards in hand, 11 to 9. I have an All Fate Stalker that I can use to clear the way. I got a good amount of power in play. We go to combat. We tap down this kill ship. I suppose they can attack and untap the kill ship. Sure. Trade. Survey Mechan. Uh-oh. That is extremely powerful. This is a really good game. A really, really good game. Like, they have so many, like, good go-over-the-top type effects, which makes it really hard for us. Alright, I think now I don't really have a choice. Feels bad, but I'm gonna go for the kill ship here. Put a counter there. Let's play Wormwall Sweeper. 12 cards left. Dockworker Drone. I mean, if you think about it, if I do get to keep the Sunstar Chaplain in play, it's another tap effect. Although I guess it's probably going to die next turn. So I guess I don't want it. Okay. Sunstar Chaplain down. Like, I could have only put... Yeah. I mean, I had no choice here. So now I can tap this down. And let's remove a counter from the sweeper, actually. Okay, they draw some cards, gain some life. If they kill the All-Fate Stalker, it's very bad for me. I mean, them gaining 3 life there was also really, really good. Lost in Space. Okay, that's interesting. Siege Ship Impact. Okay. I gotta think. Just going for maximum aggression here. Don't want the land. 8 cards left. Okay. They're at 3 life. Alright. Just go super wide. It's 3 to 11. And I have a focus fire. Even if they kill All-Fate Stalker, it's not too bad. Okay. They're still dead. Okay. 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 What a hell of a game. I mean, this was a fantastic game. Wow. Like, we both went through so many resources. I was able to just, like, keep up with my opponent's cards by constantly blinking the Codecracker Hound. And I think the decision to keep All-Fate Stalker over Exalted Sunborn was also very good for us. So, I mean, we had to earn that one. 3-0. Now rank 14. Alright, playing against a top 100 player here now. So you know they're likely going to have a good deck, but we have a 3-lander with just a really, really solid hand here. Not sure what I want to play turn 2. Probably not the Chaplain. Can't really go too wrong playing the Ace here, to be honest. 2 mana, 2/3. Siege Ship Brood Tender, okay. Wow, Anti-Causal Vestige in the graveyard? Whew, that's rough. Guess we'll play the Sweeper and go to the Skies. I don't want lands. Next turn we can go Drone Chaplain and beat down, okay. I don't think they're going to attack me, though. Alright. Ooh, Lightstall Inquisitor. That's a cool one, too. I don't know, putting counters on Dockworker Drone also seems really good. But we'll see. But we need to close this game out quickly. Tragic trajectory? Okay, well. So much for closing it out quickly. Well, I suppose I should Banishing Light the Brood Tender, because they can get back Anti-Causal Vestige. We'll Cryo Shatter this and beat down. Don't really have too much more here. I mean, they have a really, really nice Jund value deck here. I can still safely attack with all three of my creatures. Okay, depressurize. I mean, they've drawn so many cards here, right? So this is just kind of bound to happen. Hopefully the Requiem Monolith is gonna stall out here, like... Or maybe I can find a way to, like, kill my opponent through Flyer somehow. They're at 5 life. This thing has drawn them, like, 4 cards. I mean, the Requiem Monolith can be quite nice. And we've drew really well, but it's gonna be very, very hard to beat, like, you know, the card advantage from our opponent. I mean, this is gonna come into play tapped. Is this actually what they wanted to do? Okay. I mean, I'm just attacking with everything, right? Okay. What a perfect draw. What a perfect draw. I mean, look, I am not gonna lie. That was a perfect draw. We got lucky. All right, rank 11. Rank 11 now. We are rolling. Very close to the top 10. All right, on the play here. Every hand is like 3 lands plus something, which is obviously a very good thing. Would like to draw a different 2-drop than the Chaplain, just to make it a little bit safer. Obviously, it's still fine. Like, Ilvoy Operative would be a great draw. Hemosymbic Might. That is a Gigastorm Titan. Okay. I mean, we get to go Honor into play a Gigastorm Titan next turn. That seems incredible. Very, very hard for my opponent to actually kill my Chaplain right now. Okay, and... whew. Oh, there's a land. That's great. Let's attack. Play a 4/4. I have a 4/4 and a 4/3 in play, turn 3. On the play. With an All-Fate Stalker in my hand. Yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. Okay, you... Oh my gosh. That's so brutal for them. Because now I can go, I can warp in the All-Fate Stalker and still play Pulsar Squadron Ace. Like, this is absolutely insane. My logic is you put good cards in your deck, and you'll draw good cards. I know. What on earth is this attack? I literally have no idea what this can be. Does it have Death Touch? No? What? Okay. Alright, let's play Pulsar Squadron Ace. Miss. I'll put a counter on the Pulsar Squadron Ace just to spread around the power and toughness here. Next turn I can play All-Fate Stalker and or Cryo Shatter. Okay. Okay, that's good. The Psionicist is definitely good if they have another follow-up here. I don't know what it can be. They didn't have a Cryo Shatter last turn. Okay, and they have to cast it too. Fair enough. And we drew Specimen Freighter, so now a land is also a good draw. So let's exile that. Attack. And let's make a lethal attacker across the board. They're blue-green, so there's not like a lot of like wrath effects I need to be too concerned about, or just like straight up hard removal either. Okay, well, this one was a little bit easier than some of the other games. We drew, I mean, this is one of our best draws, and now we're ranked 7th! Woo! Feeling good. It is all coming together now. It is all finally coming together. Yeah, so, yeah, it's because, you know how much I struggled at the beginning of the season, but now our overall win rate is about where it should be. It's at about 64%. And then for the current season, we're at 71. So we are turning it around. All right, on the play here, gonna keep 2-lander, one of each color, a bunch of 2-drops, and a Codecracker Hound. We really just want to make sure that we can draw land number 3 here. That would be great. But obviously gonna keep this hand with just all 2-drops. What do I play turn 2? I don't know. I think this one has like the highest chance of just like a living. Oh, the 4 lands! I know it's totally random, but it still feels bad. And we missed on the land. We missed on the land. Sad times. Sad times. So I'm gonna play the Sweeper here just because I really want to hit a land drop next turn. That's so gross. I don't even know what to do here. I think the Chaplain is worth missing a land drop for. Right? Like, a 3-2 that puts a counter on something seems so good. But I could do without the All-Fate Stalker, I guess. Oh, that's kind of awkward. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. Requiem Monolith, but I mean, it does hit extremely hard. And now, like, if they use their removal to kill my Chaplain, obviously that's good. Okay, Embrace Oblivion on Perigi Beckoner. Are they gonna draw? Okay. Okay. Oh, that's actually super good. This comes back into play, right? Oh, no, no. They just do it to... Okay, that's way better for me. Okay. Ooh. Honor. I'm just gonna play more stuff. Alright, they're at 10 life. And I do still have a bunch of cheap interactive removal here. It's Umbral Color Zealot. Do you really want to take damage? Ooh, you're crazy. I hope they get punished for this. I really do. Okay. That was a good draw. What? What is happening? Okay. They just don't want to block? Alright, what do I want to do here? So this is gonna like block the Pulsar Squadron Ace probably. And then I can Focus Fire away the Monoist Circuit Feeder. And I think I'm just gonna play this. I'm going to play this just to have another creature in play. I'll take the rammer. I really hope they don't block with the Zealot. I mean, I hope they don't have a sweeper. That's like the big thing. So they're at 2 life. They need to play 2 things next turn to survive. That does not get it. Oh, it does get it done. That is very good, yeah. Whew! That's a turn. Whew. Okay, let's think about this. So I can trade a token for a Zealot. And the question is whether or not I'm interested in that. Gigastorm Titan is okay. They can play Perigee Beckoner next turn. They can't really afford to station this. Alright, let's just play the Wedge Light Rammer. Next turn I can actually... And then let's just max station this. Let's max station this, and then next turn I can play Gigastorm Titan and attack with 4 creatures. Jesus Christ. Their deck is good! I mean, they're also like... Yeah, I mean, their deck is certainly good. Oh, that Virus Beetle. Man, I drew so well, too. Please go to 1 life. They thought about it. They thought about it. Which is the wild part. Do I have... I don't think I have an equipment to get. Oh, this is rough. Yeah, it's just like... I mean, I think they are on the verge of coming back here. I really do. Yep, Graph Pack Monoist. Oh, okay. Okay, we missed. No attacks. I mean, the nice thing here is I'm at 20. So, it's like... Now they can't activate the Rescue Skiff, I don't think. Unless I just draw any removal spell. Okay. Alright, so if I attack with everything, basically everything gets eaten and they go to 1. Needed to find a way to put a counter there. I mean, it's kind of like top deck mode, so we'll see. Specimen Freighter would be insane. And I guess now I wish I went ahead and warped the Codecracker Hound. Oh, that's really bad for me. Oh, that's really bad for me. They get to gain 2 life now. Man. Yeah. I mean, and in the beginning, too, we just, like... We're stuck on 2 lands. But now, like... The Flood is a coming. And so... It's gonna be like, they have... They have so many flyers. I think we're gonna lose this game. Ah, that sucks. They turned it around. They did. They took some risky lines, but got there. I mean, obviously, being able to recur the Monoist Circuit Feeder was tremendous with the Rescue Skiff. And, like, now they're in a position where they can attack us, too, so that's bad. Like, if I draw a Specimen Freighter, it's still not enough. I did draw it, though. Well, I don't want to bounce Rescue Skiff. Like, I don't even know what to bounce here. Because I'm just not close to, like, a lethal situation, right? And what is my... I had one more Spacecraft in my deck. I don't remember what it was. No, I don't. I drew all my Spacecrafts. That was probably, like, the best card I could have drawn, but I still don't think it matters. Okay. Yeah. I mean, they had a grab kill, too, so... Solid black-white deck, lots of removal, and the Requiem Monolith got them back into it, and we have, unfortunately, moved down from rank 7. Man, we were single-digit gamers for but a brief moment. We had an excellent draw, but my opponent drew out of it, and, yeah. It is what it is. Mono with Circuit Feeder, anytime you can recur that, you're probably going to lose that game. All right, on the play here, 3 islands. I'm going to keep this. I mean, I have a 2-drop here in the Ilvoy Operative. Obviously, would love to draw a Plains here. We have a Gigastorm Titan. There is the Plains. So now, like, next turn, if I don't draw something to play... I might hold off on the Night Honored Captain so that I can play both of these on turn 4. Intrepid Tenderfoot. That is a Pulsar Squadron Ace. Okay. Sure. Let's play Pulsar Squadron Ace. Never hit with this card. Never ever. Why would we? Honestly, look, 2 mana 2/3 still totally fine. Blooming Stinger, okay. They didn't block there, interesting. I'm sad about that because I wanted it to trade so I can play my, so I can like safely attack with my Gigastorm Titan. It tells me that they likely have a fight spell of some kind, or a bite spell. That's... Look at these rare lands. Got a Mythic land and a Mutavault. Okay. Oh, Close Encounter? Oh, I hope they go Close Encounter. It doesn't work. No, no, never mind. They're just... That was not particularly strong. Okay. Just gonna wait. Like, they could easily have Biosynthetic Burst there. And I just want to be able to play the Specimen Freighter and just get in for a big attack if I can. And then turn things around by going to the skies afterwards. 4 cards in hand with a Drix Fatemaker exiled. I'm hoping they just play the Fatemaker and, like, you know, just put some counters and hope for the best. I mean, passing cannot be good for them. Maybe they have like an Oblivion or Banishing Light or something like that. I don't know. There you go. There you go. Yep. This works out beautifully for us. If they have a Focus Fire, they can kill a Night Honored Captain. That's not particularly exciting. So if I played a Dockworker drone, I actually have enough to station up the Specimen Freighter, right? That's 9 power. Drix Fatemaker, yeah. Because I don't really have great attacks on the ground unless I draw something. So... we will go to the skies. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Attack. Hit some random cards and pass. So they're at 6 life and we have a pretty big board. If they kill my flyer, which then I'm basically out of action, then I need Codecracker Hound again. Drix are... And any type of interaction would obviously be fantastic here as well. Yep, Sea Chip Impact is good. 2 mana to kill a 4/7. What are your thoughts on that? Okay. That was such an important draw step there. To like try to close things out. Did I just not keep an eye out for auxiliary boosters? I don't know, but this is tough. Like, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to try to make an attack and try to keep the board as clear as possible, just so maybe I can go wide and kill my opponent that way. This is where, like, Wedge Light Rammer would obviously shine. Or Squadron Ace into Wedge Light Rammer. Weft Blade Enhancer, okay. So, yeah, we're not really in a position to attack anymore. Now, fortunately, like, they can't get too aggressive either, so... Yeah. Yep. Alright. We need some top decks. Ooh, that is a Focus Fire. Which is good, but not enough for me to attack with. Now, keep in mind, they also have that Adagio in play, which is very scary too. Okay. I'll take 4. That means they have another big play, though. Ice Cave Crasher, sure. And they also have a Mutable. Ooh, that's a good one. Just because it helps me find more things and gives me an evasive creature. Cosmo Grand Zenith, okay. Alright. This lets me double block. Like a Galactic Wayfarer, if they want to get that aggressive. Now, I don't want to have to use the Focus Fire. Like, I would love to use it on offense if possible. Like, being able to go Zenith into attack with everything into Focus Fire and put a counter on all my things seems extremely powerful. I think my opponent's trying to balance offense and defense here. So as long as we just don't put ourselves in a position where we just straight up die, like, I think we could potentially win the game. Do I want to double block the Ice Cave Crasher? So let's see, they have 3 blockers. No blocks. Oh, they have 3 cards in hand. This is not ideal. So if they kill my sweeper, it's really hard to get in for a lethal attack. And the thing I really want to kill is the Drix Fate Maker. So I'm going to go for that and see what happens. And this allows me to still, like, pump up my team and still have some blocks. It's a weird hedgy attack. We'll see what happens. There's also like a really tricky line that I can go for, but it depends on what they do and if they flinch first. Because I can focus fire my Dockworker drone, and that would kill my opponent. Okay, so that's an emergency eject. They have 2 cards. I'm going to go for the win here. I'm going to go for the win. Yep. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast this. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of my things. Oh, that doesn't work! Oh, I'm an idiot. I am an absolute idiot. I thought I had more than enough. Oh, no. Oh, I thought I had enough. I thought this was lethal. Oh my gosh, I just threw it away. I mean, I think they had another removal spell, but... yeah. Okay, never mind. They had the Biosynthetic Burst, so it didn't matter. Yeah. Oh, man. You know, I always jinx myself. This actually happened a couple of drafts ago where I go, man, we are doing really well. The moment I like, talk about doing well, it gets turned around. Yeah, okay, so I absolutely made a mistake there and counted incorrectly. But fortunately, I was going to lose anyways. Alright, I'm going to keep this. We have some white cards, but 3 islands, Ilvoy Operative, and Codecracker Hound. Alright, let's like actually be like close out our opponents this time. It's getting a little frustrating missing here. Wormwall Sweeper, sure. And I am going to warp this time. What the heck is this? Oh, it's a red-white deck. Okay, it's not too crazy. Give me a Plains. I mean, I just don't need the island. I'm going to take the Zenith. That's the way I look at it. Like, if it was a Plains, I would have taken the Plains over the Zenith. I just straight up don't need an island. So. Next turn we can go Codecracker Hound. I mean, we have 3 draws at a white source. Hopefully we draw it. Hopefully we draw it. Oh, thank goodness. Another white source would be great. Yeah, we'll take that. And then we can play Honor now. Let's divvy up the power and toughness here, I think. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Our hand definitely developed very, very well. Because now we can go Cosmogrand Zenith into Sunstar Chaplain. Oh my gosh. Or play Pangolin, okay. I mean, this is just ridiculous, right? Like, I get to put another counter on a thing? Okay. So, like, yeah, even if the Zenith dies, like, Zenith can't get bombarded, which is good. They would need Orbital Plunge. I didn't think about the uncommon there. Invasive Maneuver is certainly good there. Alright. I don't think I have a lethal situation here. But this should still be good. Like, they have to chump block the Ilvoy Operative. Let's kill this. Keep our Sunstar Chaplain alive. Yeah, okay. Well, that was an incredible draw. And our deck's certainly capable of that. We have a lot of really good cheap stuff. Our ranking did not go up very much. And we have a win and in now. 5-0 into 0-2. Into hopefully another trophy. Alright, opponent on the play, but this hand is pretty good. I'm gonna keep this. Oh, this is really... Like, I actually think it's correct not to play a turn 1 Lightstall Inquisitor. Yeah. Because I can go turn 2 Operative, turn 3 Inquisitor, Gigastorm Titan. Yeah, that's interesting. Like, if I was on the play, it would be more tempting. But I think being able to play the Gigastorm Titan on turn 3 is so strong. I think this is what I should do. Alright, there's a Pangolin. Sure. Let's hope they don't have a way to sack this. That would be very bad. Wow, I mean, that was a really good start. Pangolin plus the weapons manufacturing. If they have some ways to sacrifice this thing, that can obviously be very strong. So, we'll see how this plays out. Systems override? Whew, okay. Like, if they steal my Gigastorm Titan attack and then sacrifice it to embrace Oblivion, I'm kind of out of action. Like, obviously this was a very good start for me, but this was an equally strong start for the opponent. Oh, Umbral Collar Zealot. Are you kidding me right now? This is actually insane. They discarded Orbital Plunge. So now they can, like, eat my Ilvoy Operative and my Lightstall Inquisitor by sacrificing their munitions. Whew. That's something else. Alright, well, we'll Banishing Light the Umbral Collar Zealot and see what they do. Like, they have to sacrifice the stuff now. But, I mean, this is literally the dream. I think this card is terrible, and you should mostly not play it. But, in very, very niche specific decks, you can make it work. And they made it work here. Wow, they didn't want Voidforge Titan. Like, okay, so their hand is incredible. A lot to fight through. Hopefully they don't have another sack outlet. They didn't want Voidforge Titan, huh? And now we're just like, we're only on Codecracker Hound. Man, I thought my hand was absurd, but we're in for a good match here. You get to see the red-black sacrifice thing really do its thing here. Like, this is crazy, to be honest. The Pangolin is a 5/5. And they do have an Embrace Oblivion. Maybe. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. I'm at 13 now, and they still have the systems override. I'm gonna warp this, because I just need to find more action. I just drew another land here. Okay, you know. That is... It's okay. Stuff like that happens to everybody. So, like, obviously it's very easy to get frustrated with stuff like this, but just know that, you know, anytime this happens to you and your opponent seemingly has, like, a block constructed deck, like, they're gonna have draws where this thing doesn't do a damn thing. Or, you know what I mean? And every time you get flooded, guess what? Your opponents also get flooded equally. So just keep that in mind. I think it's just gonna be a more healthy mindset to have. And I think it'll just be overall better. But like this game, we're probably just going to lose. We kept a hand with 3... Yeah, we kept a really good hand. And then it didn't materialize. And they kind of just got everything that they needed. So it is what it is. Yeah, they even have the Threaten. Yeah, and they're on 4 lands too, so they have all action. So, if they kill both my things, I'm obviously just dead. Perigi Beckoner, okay. That's fine. We'll chump here and go to 3, I guess. Specimen Freighter. Nope, that kills me. If I bounce these two, they just pump this. No, they just steal my Codecracker Hound. We're on 7 mana, which is really awkward because I can't Lost in Space plus Night Luminary. If they steal my Knight Luminary, I have 2 blockers. Yeah, I don't know. Well, let's play the Luminary, keep up mana, and hope they don't have anything. Hope they don't go for it with the system override. That's kind of my best bet here. Their deck's sweet, though. A very, very cool Rakdos Artifact Sacrifice deck, and it's working super well. Like, this, if there is a good weapons manufacturing deck, it's their deck. Props to our opponent for putting together a really nice one here. Like, look at these synergies. It's outrageous. Sadness is on the stack, folks. Did we actually not gain any ranking from this video? I don't know. Well, let's hit them with a good game. Really sweet deck. And 6-3. 6-3. All right. It is what it is. We had a really good start. We went 5-0. And then I think we started it around the same range. I think we started 35. So we did make some headway. We did. We were on the cusp of greatness. Right? We were rank 7. But then we went 1-3. And that happens. That happens. But all in all, I was overall pretty happy with this deck. Like, this deck certainly was capable of some pretty busted starts. I had both Sunstar Chaplain and Cosmic Grand Zenith, 2 of the better rares in the set. And then Codecracker Hound was really nice. All-Fate Stalker was also nice. And then we, of course, also had the Exalted Sunborn. So, yeah, I think our deck was very solid. Easily capable of winning it all. I mean, we were 5-0, but we ran into some good stuff. Like the Rakdos block constructed artifact sacrifice shenanigans. My deck of a bunch of small creatures is just not going to be able to handle that. We lost to other just kind of value-based decks that were able to stabilize. That black-white match was really good. Very close, but my opponent, I think, played very well and squeaked that one out and was able to stabilize. And then I don't remember what the other loss was. But yeah, all in all, we had a lot of really close matches. And we were still able to win 6 games. Ranked up 5 times. And, you know, I'm still feeling pretty good. I'm feeling generally overall pretty good about my play. And just the fact that I feel like I'm pretty capable of playing most of the archetypes in this format, which I couldn't say at the beginning. And I'm comfortable drafting a lot of the archetypes, right? You've seen me draft green decks. I blue, white, black, red, everything. It's just like I've been embracing white a lot more now, and it's definitely led to more wins. I mean, we picked up 6 wins in this one, mostly because we just like took white cards, and white ended up being super open, and boom, we ended up here. Whereas in the beginning of the season, I don't even necessarily know I would have taken the white card just because I didn't really respect it enough. But here we are, 6-3. Hopefully, we can turn things around and get a trophy in tomorrow's video. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out once again to all the patrons. Also go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Whether you need some booster boxes of Edge of Eternities, or you wanted to pre-order some booster boxes, or wanted some singles for your constructed decks, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, check out heavyplay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. If you need deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, everything you need for your next tabletop gaming experience, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow.